Welcome to Shelly's Cuisine. Today we are going to make corn pudding, another one of the recipes that will be available for Thanksgiving. And so this is simple, but it's delicious. Everybody loves this. And what's nice about it, we just have to mix all these ingredients together and we're done. Okay, so first thing, we want a 2-quart dish, and I'm just gonna spray the dish lightly. Okay, again, we don't want it to stick. So our base is 8 ounces of cream cheese. Okay, you melt the cream cheese lightly, so it's lightly melted. And 1 stick of butter. You melt the butter. Okay, so those are your first 2 ingredients that go in. And then you get this blended together. So this is a favorite all the time. It's like the brother or sister of the macaroni and cheese, except it's not macaroni, it's corn. So we want to mix this until we incorporate the butter. So make sure it's well mixed. And there we go. Look like we have it all incorporated. That's it. You will use 1 whole can of whole kernel corn. You must drain the water. That's very important. Okay? So that's the whole corn. Please drain the water. Then you need a can of sweet corn. This one you will not drain. You will put it in the way it is. So 1 can of regular corn, 1 can of sweet corn. But if you make the mistake and you don't drain the water on the regular corn, your corn pudding is done. So we're gonna mix. And we have a 1/4 cup of onion. Yes, I like onion. So we're gonna put our onion in. We have 1/2 cup of pepper jack cheese or Fontina cheese. This is not a recipe that you use cheddar. You'll be using cheddar on the top, but not inside. Okay? Got to get all our cheese. And 2 tablespoons fresh parsley. If you don't have fresh parsley and you have parsley paste, I like to use the parsley paste sometimes, that's okay. So I'm just gonna mix this up. Two eggs. Don't forget to take the eye out of the egg. Okay? Slightly beaten on the eggs. Okay? So, now that we've done that, we're gonna mix this up. This is so easy to make and so delicious. Did you see how we're just gonna throw all these ingredients in 1 bowl? And of course, for me, I need to season it. Black pepper, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna put sea salt, but I'm not gonna put a lot, okay? Because this recipe, sour cream has a little bit of salt. And by the way, I use 2% light on the cream cheese. I'm sorry, 1/3 light on the cream cheese. So, we are gonna rise this corn pudding with a box of Jiffy. Please check the date, make sure it's not expired, as your corn pudding won't rise. Okay, now, I wanna put some dried herbs, 1 tablespoon of dried herbs, herbe de Provence. So, as we put the box of Jiffy, I don't pour the whole thing. I put it and I stir. So I incorporate and I come and I put some more and I stir. So again, very easy to make. Okay, I still have a 1/4 left. I could pour the whole thing at one time, but I don't want any clumps. So a little patience won't kill me. And the last part of the box, make sure your box is empty. And we are going to get that stirred up. So it's going to be nice with the fresh parsley. No, don't put cilantro, even though I love cilantro. Okay. All right, and I have all the ingredients. So this is mixed. Was that easy or not? So what I'm going to do now is transfer this to my baking dish, 2 quart. Okay, whoop, leaving some, so just try to get as much as we can. Try to be very neat when you're making these corn puddings or baked macaroni and cheese. You don't want stuff all on the side so that when you serve it, it looks bleh. Okay, so now we have that. We are going to make our crust. So we're going to put cheddar cheese. Do not make the mistake of putting the breadcrumbs before the shredded cheese. Shredded cheese should go first. Okay, we're going to twist it with the breadcrumbs. Okay, and again, try to spread evenly. This is about 3/4 cup of cheese. Please try to buy a cheese that you have to shred and it doesn't come shredded before. So we're just going to try to, you know, when this bakes, we want, you know, the yellow part to kind of be even. Okay. So there's our cheese. Try to get it as even as possible. So you have a little bit every section. And here we go with our breadcrumbs. Very lightly on the breadcrumbs. You start in your corners because you want to make sure you have your breadcrumbs in the corners. Okay. Oh, it's the first time using this. This is pretty easy to put the breadcrumbs. I should have used this when I made the macaroni and cheese. All right. So, again, this is about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I want you to use seasoned breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, because they already have the seasoning. And if you use the plain breadcrumbs, you're not going to get the taste on the crust. But just in case you do only have plain breadcrumbs, and these are panko, by the way. It's better to use panko than to use regular breadcrumbs. If you have the plain one, all you have to do is season it with herbs de Provence, okay? And a little bit of dried thyme, very little bit. But you can take your plain and put a little bit of seasoning in it, a little bit of black pepper. All right, well, again, wipe your dish. So it's important that when your dish bakes, your dish looks good when it comes out. And this corn pudding is ready to go in the oven. And we are gonna bake this at 375, and it's gonna rise a little bit, and then it's gonna settle a little bit, and then we're gonna let it cool. And 375 in your oven, and we're gonna bake this for 45 to 50 minutes. You will stick a toothpick in, and if it comes out clean, it is ready to take out of the oven. So everyone's oven varies, okay? All right, let's get this in the oven. Our corn pudding is ready. Yes, it's a dish you're gonna love and you're gonna be making for years to come. So, time to taste. Wow. Nice brown crust, and there's your corn and everything. And absolutely delicious. So, thank you for making corn pudding with Shelly's Cuisine today. Please visit our website at www.shellyscuisine.com for the recipe. And we've revamped our website so it's exciting to use it and it's more friendly, easy friendly. So, tune in next week. to find out what we will twist next.